Greetings, I am Dr. Nayah Gazelle Abang from the University of Buea, Cameroon, a senior lecturer in public administration and public policy. I am right here at Assam Don Bosco University, and my presence here is to lay an emphasis on the growing importance of academic cooperation between scholars across continents. Through this documentary, I plan to make you to see moments of academic exchange, dialogue, intellectual activities that takes place within this vibrant institution at a time where the world is characterized by global crises, difficulties, challenges on employment. There is a growing need to have a blend of knowledge across and among scholars. So let this documentary be a moment of reflection to scholars across continents on the importance of academic cooperation in their different institutions. Okay, with the Vice Chancellor of Assam Don Bosco University, greetings, sir. It's a privilege to be here all the way from Cameroon. And recently, globally, there have been a trend on the importance of collaboration amongst universities across continents. So as the Vice Chancellor of Assam Don Bosco University, what role does the university play in shaping future leaders in the domain of public administration?
Thank you. It's a very good question. We established a public administration department in the year 2021 with a view to train our young people to become adept at public administrative roles through UPSC and other competitive examinations, that they take up administrative roles in the country and through public policy enter into international dialogue and cross-cultural activities with various nations and begin to promote a level of collaborating together through student exchange, faculty exchange, and encouraging setting up of summer camps, winter camps at various levels. So these were in our mind when we began this program. So, and that is getting unfolded as years go by. And now there is a realistic opportunity for our university to contribute at a bigger level with the various nations, especially as you have come from Cameroon and staying here and doing your research. It has become a very good way of exposing the concerns and care of Cameroon as well to the minds of the young people, and they will definitely make it possible to come that side and interact.
Thank you very much, Father. So how can cooperation between Cameroon and India, that's University of Buea in Cameroon and Assam Don Bosco University in India, strengthen this South-South cooperation? That's what can students benefit and what can lecturers also benefit from this intended cooperation?
We have in our university students from multicultural, ethnic, linguistic backgrounds. Over 200 different tribes and ethnic groups cohabit in Northeast India. And the other day, last week, we had a 5-member team from Congo coming to study our university to see how they could imitate our model of how we go about running our institution. So more and more people are coming to see and look at Don Bosco University. So cooperation and globalization is typical benchmark of our Don Bosco University. And I'm so happy that you have come here so that we can also extend and help one another in getting a better way of working together and provide immersive experience as our students discuss public policies and government administrative practices and intend to take leadership roles at district and national levels through competitive examinations. It will be very vital for them to experience how other countries grow, and they themselves will set in motion such loving journeys towards each other's campuses.
Thank you very much, Father. It was very nice to get your contributions in strengthening this documentary. And we believe that through this conversation, scholars from other countries will know that Assam Don Bosco University is a springboard that encourages collaboration among scholars of different countries and also to place the students at the global level. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Greetings, Professor Surav Chandra.
Thank you.
Head of Department of Public Administration. It's a pleasure meeting you in this dynamic academic community. And so how does academic exchange among scholars of the Global South help to improve the life of the students?
Okay, so when we talk about the life of the students life is more centered about currently jobs, the better knowledge, the excellence they get in their curriculum. So if we promote the collaboration and the exchange among the global south countries and the university, it will definitely improve the life of the students because they will get the opportunity they deserve. The first opportunity will be the collaborative research. Second, job placements. If we are able to give our students to the other countries come to our country for working, it will be great environment, collaborative environment. And exchange of knowledge is always beneficial for all of us. So if we are able to create such an environment where universities in the global south, they collaborate. And we are so fortunate that we are in such a university where we already are in MOU with so many universities of the global south. So many Taiwan universities and the other universities are in collaboration with us. So we definitely have to create such an environment where the students get the benefit, not only with the employment, but also with the resources that the universities share, the knowledge that the universities can share. So as we say in India, sharing is caring. So if we care for the students, we must have to develop this in nature of sharing.
Oh, thank you very much for being part of this documentary.
Thank you. Pleasure is all mine.
We as a faculty in the Department of Public Administration we have a student from the graduate, postgraduate student, and also we have the undergraduate student. Therefore, when we prepare students for leadership, first we give them some assigned topics to do, then we give them some hosting of the programs, and then also we encourage them to look on self-reflections. We also tell them to look over the criticism over themselves.
So when it comes to Assam Don Bosco University, we have always, encouraged our students to be outspoken and, always lead. So we, in our department and also in every department actually in the university, we have internship programs, we have mentoring programs where even the mentor takes the responsibility of, mentoring each one of them so that they gain the confidence. And in the internships, the students go for experience where they are working in a, industry related to the subject, where they gain a practical experience. They do a lot of field work. So like that, they can, lead a team. And since they're involved with the department, they're involved with, all these personnel administration, they're involved in the societal challenges, they see it on the ground. So they kind of gain these experiences, which is helping them in leadership roles. And so many of our students, we can, be proudly saying that they are working in leadership positions currently as well in many, government organizations as well as non-government organizations also, all across the university. Hello, Marie.
Hello, ma'am.
What one thing have you learned from the Department of Public Administration that has enhanced your leadership skills?
Yes. Like thinkers, Mary Parker Follett talk about leadership as a cooperation. There needs to be a cooperation between the leaders and the people under his leadership, so they can make the policy more efficiently. Because if the leader is just giving them orders to do that, that means they are just controlling, not really leading them. So with cooperation, there can be a more efficient and more effective.
That's so wonderful. Yes. Cooperation is what we call and we call on all scholars, institutions of different continents to get up to signing cooperation agreements that will bring students and faculties together in order to make the world a better place. Thank you very much.
One best thing about the Department of Public Administration is that provides service learning programs.
Oh, service learning programs.
Yes, ma'am.
And so what have service learning programs be able to do in your life as a student?
So, ma'am, service learning program, like through service learning, students can engage more in two-way process where we serve society, at the same time we learn from the society as well. And recently, I'm really grateful to our university that they have selected me to represent our university in Service Learning Student Fellowship that happened in Cebu, Philippines, 2025.
Oh, that was good. So what did you learn from Philippines in the year 2025? What did you learn from that service learning program?
So, ma'am, from the experience I learned, policy can be made in grassroots levels. It doesn't need to be somewhere in office or somewhere in big screen or somewhere. It can be made in anywhere where even a small community or even a small planning of a teamwork can make policy, and that can impact in the future as well.
Policy can be made at the grassroots level. It's something that is very important. So what grassroots impacts do you plan to do in your community?
So, ma'am, in my community, if I go back to my state Tripura, there are still many tribal populations that doesn't have the basic necessity like proper drinking water, healthcare, and education. So, after public administration, I want to go back to my society and I want to apply all my knowledge and ideas that I have learned, that I want to bridge the gap between the policies that are made but that didn't reach to the people. So I want to contribute back to the society.
Oh, that was very good. It was nice having you. He wants to bridge the gap between policies and the people. Thank you very much. Cameroon and India, together we can!
This journey reminds us that universities connect people, ideas, and nations. Through collaboration between continents, knowledge becomes a bridge for better governance and a shared future.